There you go.
But and I think if you're looking at this, those are probably two of the better situations, guys inherited year one. What are the odds that Deion Sanders is this guy though? Because like you look at some like just team stats, like I feel like every time I'm looking at just different stats, like, you know, just going through these sites, so many times Colorado is literally last in college football. Like what points allowed or point differential or yards allowed, rushing yards allowed. It's like 131st in college football. Like 1-11, they were just absolutely awful. Like we heard what he said when he talked to all those new players. Like
they were 127th in offense this past year.
Just like so bad. So I just don't know how quick. I feel like also we've talked about how good the Pac-12 is likely to be again next year. So I don't know. I wouldn't put anything past Coach Prime, but I think they're the number one team everyone wants to see next year.
I think two things can be true. We can want to see them, but I think what's actually going to hurt Prime is just how good the Pac-12 is at the top. Like they're returning so much guys. Like it's you're flipping a 1-11 dormant, just horrible group. Like I don't care how many transfers you bring in, and all these recruits from this class are not ready to contribute. Like you're not going to win a bunch of football games with all these freshmen and then transfers. The Pac-12 is too tough at the top. So I think the goal for Deion in year one is March to 6. Like just make sure you get 6-6, 7-5, something like that in year one. And I think people will be happy and also just be fun, like a fun offense and be but I don't see like a immediate 9-3, 10-2. Anyone who's expecting like the USC Lincoln Riley thing, the USC had a lot better players already there. Like Lincoln took a lot of good players from Oklahoma and Pitt and everywhere else, but like USC was ready to win now when Lincoln Riley came in. Colorado and the mess that he is inheriting there. I don't see a quick flip there. The Pac-12 is just too good.
I agree on all your points, and I also have an update for our Louisville conversation. So next year is the year that they're getting rid of the divisions in the ACC. So that's why, for all of us that knew the divisions so well, we're going to be confused. But so their new model is the 3-5-5 structure, where each team will play 3 primary opponents annually, face the other 10 league opponents. 5-5, just like we've talked about the SEC doing. Although no, it had to be a 3-6-6 in the SEC because they're ACC still at 14 teams, but the SEC will be up to 16. So that's why we were confused. Another reason. So right. Louisville avoiding Florida State and Clemson right there. That's a great reason why they could be the answer to your question.
Well, there you go. Good stuff there. Good stuff. And that's going to be great because we might get a fun ACC championship game. We might get Clemson versus Florida State, Clemson, Miami, Florida State, Miami, and a rematch in the ACC. Like a lot of fun. Excited to see what that looks like for the ACC next year. Matt Green, Bowl Pick'em, Pod 5. Where are we going in our last non-playoff pod Pick'em?
So let's look here. First, let's recap on how we did in the last few days. You did better than me, my friend. Overall, you were 4-1. I was 2-3 overall. Against the spread, you were 3-1-1. I was 2-3-1. The only pick we had the same was New Mexico State. But Air Force got it done against Baylor.